welcome back to the show. Well, I know, listen, Remembrance Day is tomorrow, by the way, and I want to just say to everybody, we have some great coverage here on Rogers TV. Daytime will not be live tomorrow, so we can bring you some of that great coverage. And normally, you know, we wait till after Remembrance Day to talk holidays, but it's never too early to start thinking about some great gift ideas because, honestly, waiting to the very last minute, like I do, it's not the best idea. Debbie Trenholm from Savvy Company joining me here on the show. Welcome back. Great to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have become so innovative. Well, you always have been, but the idea of gift giving you brought to another level. Tell me about how you and your team have worked together to put some of these ideas.
Well, you know what? It's been 20 years. I did the math the other day,
really?
And I was like, I don't believe it. It's the longest job I've ever had. And listening to Emilio and doing all kinds of different things, and I know he doesn't sleep. I haven't slept in 20 years either.
Yeah.
Because we're always discovering interesting things that are made in Canada that are not at the grocery store or at the LCBO. And I think it's a rich experience when you actually get to meet the makers who produce the products that we enjoy. So we started off with wine. Mm-hmm. We also have craft cider, and then have included into or expanded into artisan cheeses and micro roasted coffee.
Yeah, that's your latest one, right?
That's our latest one.
How did that come about? Did you start looking around Ottawa and really the region in general and realizing how much sort of artisan coffee we have now?
It was really interesting because a lot of winemakers were starting to make either craft cider or coffee.
Okay.
And just on their side, they're experimenting. They're artists in a lot of ways. They're farmers and artists, and then they produce these great things. So we like to have fun.
Right.
And that's why our advent calendar is such a huge hit. We have been selling these advent calendars for 2 years for the craft cider one.
Okay.
24 different cideries in this box.
So
None of these things are at the LCBO.
Wow. So yeah, because sometimes you'll see an advent calendar, you may get a couple of products from the same, maker, but these are all unique, all different from different makers. Unbelievable.
So this is our cider advent calendar. That's how it comes. And we're shipping these out the door like crazy.
Nice.
And then this year we started a wine advent calendar.
Okay.
All with small size products. So now there's wine in cans. We've got cans. There's pouches, and then there's single serving type of bottles.
Right.
Now there's a couple. It's hard to find 24 wineries doing all this small stuff.
Yeah, actually, that's true. I never even thought of that.
So there might be a red wine and a white wine from the same winemaker, but they're in single servings, and that way you can get through all 24 days. Really
there you go. I like it. You brought some other examples of things along with you here. What's in this bag here?
A bit of everything, actually.
Okay.
So we like to reuse and promote recycling as much as possible, so we offer reusable bags as much as possible. There's always wines that you can't find, and they're all Canadian products. Nova Scotia, PEI, BC products as well, so there's cheese. Every once in a while we'll have a gourmet goodie, and that's from a local maker, Sarah from Top Shelf.
Oh, yes, of course.
She's
awesome. Absolutely.
We have craft ciders, we mentioned, and there's even more craft ciders. And what else?
Well, you're like Mary Poppins pulling out stuff out of this thing. Like, how much is in here? My goodness.
And then there's coffee. So any of those things we can make a custom gift.
Okay.
On our brand new website that just launched last week, as if we weren't busy enough.
Yeah.
And then we also have our subscriptions to our of the month clubs. So
yeah, tell me how those work, because you can have variety in that as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can really customize depending on your likes.
So every month we feature either a different winemaker, a different cider maker, cheese maker, or coffee maker. Depends on which club you want to join. And you subscribe for as many months as you like, and you automatically get these products that our sommeliers have curated just for you.
Very nice. And I know the response from customers has been great. I wonder, tell me the response of all, the coffee, and then, the winemakers and the cider. What's it been like? Because you've really formed great relationships. You've visited probably every one of these, right?
I have, and I really enjoy meeting those people. Some of them have become long friends.
Yeah, nice.
And love that connection, and I want to pass on that connection through the gifts that we create and our clubs and also our events. So we had an event just last week.
Let's talk about that. How was that?
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. It was so nice to see all of those friends and winemakers and cider makers that you're just mentioning that I haven't seen for a while other than on Zoom.
Great.
So certainly it was nice. There were lots of hugs going on.
I can imagine. I know you have some other events. You mentioned Zoom. I think you even have a virtual event coming up as well, right?
Yes.
In the new year.
In the new year, we have our red wine and chocolate event.
Okay.
We also will have a cheese fondue event. You can make cheese fondue in your kitchen. We'll supply you with all the goodies for your cheese fondue. And we'll have entertainment streamed in as well.
Oh, terrific.
And those are all packages. You don't even have to worry about the snowstorm that might be looming outside. We will send you a parcel like this,
right,
that has the wine, the featured products, and you follow along on Zoom. And
there's more, folks.
There's more.
Tell me more.
We're going back to Kingston to do our Corks and Forks Wine Festival.
Tell me about that one, because that's pretty cool, right? And I imagine there's only so many people you can bring there. How does that work exactly?
Again, we're featuring the makers
in
Kingston, and it's a great weekend. It's a weekend-long event.
Nice.
There'll be evening events on Friday night and on Saturday, and then seminars to learn from the makers all day Saturday. And again, local entertainment. Wineries from coast to coast will be there, and some other good treats.
Nice. You mentioned the new website. Why a new website? Just because you needed something more robust?
It was time, and certainly it had actually been 10 years since the last time we updated it.
Okay.
So it was long overdue, but we found a great company who just took us to a different level, e-commerce, fully e-commerce, and all the social media whiz bangs and things like that, it was just time, and we were ready to grow even further.
Yeah, and I think, you know what you're doing really fits an online presence, right? Because we've seen a little backing off of e-commerce a little bit, because people that buy clothes and that sort of thing, they want to try things on. You don't have to try wine on and cider on and cheese, and you have it come to your door and you try it yourself. Debbie, always a pleasure. Thanks so much for being here. Savvycompany.ca to check out that new website. We'll be right back after this.